Hi. So, I promised a Toy Story 3 review, and the Toy Story 3 review you're going to get. And yeah, it might take a few parts, 2, 3 maybe, but that's because I have a big input when it comes to inputs. And we're not going to get into that, so, by far the trailers tell you okay, so here goes. By far the trailers tell you everything you need to know. Andy's going to college, he's sending his toys to a daycare, and of course they're gonna try to get back to Andy. So, yeah. With, of course, a few obstacles in the way. Emphasis on a few. That was really cheesy. So moving on. One thing I really liked about this movie is because it had such a big time frame between the second movie and the third. Because it had such a big time frame between the second movie and this one, is that the animation really had a long time to develop and prosper. As you see, there are a lot of more animated movies now that are more detailed and such. It's really kind of cool, and that really shows now, because it's really, yeah. I mean, like, it's really vivid and stuff, and I like it that way. I like my animation. I like my animated movies vivid, which is why I liked Up and 9 and trying to think of another one, but I'll come up with something. Yeah, that's why I like Kung Fu Panda too. But moving on. So the animation has really had a long time to develop and prosper and become more detailed. And I bet if we look for like 10 or 2 or 3 years from now, that we'll see that animation has really taken a turn for the better too. That is, of course, we make it past 2012. Oh no. We'll talk about the 2012 thing later. And a whole bunch of new characters come into play, and it's really cool. And right now, and in these movies, usually it doesn't seem like the humans mean a lot. It's all about the toys trying to get back and such. And yeah, it's about the toys trying to get back. But all three of them have the same element. They all want to get back to Andy, and that's what they're trying to do. They're all trying to get back to Andy from the daycare. So yeah, and once you get to the daycare, you meet like a lot of new characters. There's the lots of love Huggle Bear thing, Lotso, I believe. And I don't want. He's the big pink bear that smells like strawberries. That really comes into. The strawberry thing comes into play a little bit. It's really kind of funny. And then you have like Ken, the Barbie's perfect other half. And you get Barbie from yeah. Barbie's not from the daycare. She's from Andy's house, Molly's room. Yeah. So but they think that the daycare's like a haven and like a safe place to come, like a good place to come to after so long being not played with, because Andy's grown up and he doesn't have a need to play with toys anymore. But what do you think's otherwise? And he's got good reason. These guys are like the play toy mafia. I'm not even kidding. The play toy mafia. That is the perfect way to explain it, and I just thought of that. There should be a new movie, The Daycare Mafia, starring Lotso, the bear. This would be a lot funnier if somebody parodied that. But alas, I am only a 13-year-old. Alright, so a few things I didn't like about this movie. It seemed to drone on and on and on. It has a weird face. And if you leave my attention, then you're not really gonna get it back. So, but it caught my attention. But fortunately, since it being Toy Story and near the end it really gets juicy. It kept my attention. I think the last end sequence was a little bit droning on too though. But it was sweet. I like the ending. It's a nice ending to a trilogy. So, dang it, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, it got my attention. Another thing I didn't like is that I devoured my popcorn and my drink even before the movie started. Yeah, and the short film I chose to start that off with, because you know how Pixar rolls. They've always got to have a short film right before the movie starts. Keep your attention rolling. I didn't really like it. It was kind of weird in the beginning. It made me... sorry. There's some... It really set me up for the worst. I'm like, oh my god. Pixar's gone down the toilet and all the people who reviewed it are insane. Well, I'm insane too. So, we're on the same page. And it is really late. Part 2, Toy Story review, coming soon.